Everybody's Chris from the Evermore YouTube channel, back with another rumour has it video. The transfer window may have closed, but the rumour has it still keep cracking on. We've got some really weird news today regarding goalkeepers, so we're going to get stuck into that in just a second. Just before we do a little bit of housekeeping, if you haven't already, please click the like and subscribe button. We'd love you to come and join us on the channel. We are only about 6 short, I think, of 1,800, so please click the button, help us get over the 1,800, then onward to 2,000. We've had loads of subscribers in a short period of time. We'll love you so much for that. Thank you very much. Loads of content coming, so make sure you join in, and you'll get loads of Newcastle United news from Evermore going forward. So what's the breaking news? I've got no stat slides or anything to show you here. This is kind of caught us all a bit blindsided. So Keith Downey broke the news on Twitter is where I saw it. Mental news, really, to be brutally honest with you. So apparently Karl Darlow got injured in training yesterday, and Newcastle are on the verge of signing former Liverpool goalkeeper Loris Karius. Now, if you don't remember who Karius is, he was the very good-looking blonde goalkeeper that I'm sure a lot of female and male fans found easy on the eye, but he was a shite goalkeeper for Liverpool and generally made massive clangers in huge games. But he's a free agent. He has been back at Liverpool, I think, since January 2022 is when his contract expired, and Jurgen Klopp made it quite clear to him that they wouldn't be renewing his contract. He's been out on loads of loans. I'll come on that in a second, but just to clear up what Keith Downey had said. So I said Karius is a free agent and he's already in Newcastle for a medical ahead of a short-term move. And he also did say, now this throws open this question, is why the hell did we let Martin Dubravka go? And what the hell is the point of Gillespie either, other than just carry the waters and sing Ronan Keating songs on karaoke? No idea what's the point of Keith Gillespie. Sorry, Mark Gillespie. I'm getting the Gillespies mixed up. So what is the point of Gillespie if he's not even going to play or be the second goalkeeper? I've no idea. It makes no sense to me whatsoever. We'll let Woodman go as well. I'm going to get into this in a minute. My head's spun with it. But you can see there Newcastle United number 2 obviously is at loan Manchester United, which is Martin Dubravka. He cannot be recalled until January under the terms of his contract. Keith Downey also said, this is about 3 hours ago now, Darlow's scan shows torn ankle ligaments and he's set for a spell on the sidelines. So Karius's contract ended in June, I think was officially when it ended. He was told in January when his contract's up, he's done. So it ended in June following a loan spell that he had at Union Berlin. I don't really know how well he did there or not, but I know how bad that he was at Liverpool. So this is a big blow, this is, because if we really want to have a go at the Cups this season, or we're just praying to God that Nick Pope does not get injured, this is putting us in a real tricky situation here, because Karius is not a good goalkeeper at all. Liverpool realised they made a massive mistake. They got rid, sent him on loan, around a little guided tour of the world, didn't really want him, and then he come back, then obviously Jurgen Klopp just said no. I think he signed other keepers from other places. He used youth team keepers ahead of Karius, and he's just not a very good goalkeeper, to be honest with you. So, I mean, looking at Karius as a player individually, so let's get into him. So he's only 29, which is quite young for a goalkeeper. Obviously started his career youth academy wise, bouncing around Germany. He did go to Manchester City at one point between 2009 and 2011. They obviously moved him on. So he started his senior career at Mainz, then Liverpool. Then he went to Besiktas on loan, where he played 55 times, and he went to Union Berlin for 4 appearances on loan before he went back to Liverpool. German international of under 16 to 21 level, never had a full cap in Germany. But to be fair, the German goalkeepers are brilliant, so that's not really fair to say that he's shite and that's why he didn't get a cap. But this doesn't really fill me full of a great deal of confidence, I'll be honest with you. I would rather see a young goalkeeper given a chance ahead of Karius. I know we sent the is it Langley out on loan, I think, to Gateshead. There's Big Dan Langley, was 6'9" or something he is. I'd rather see him get recalled from Gateshead and be the third keeper if Gillespie's the second keeper. But it obviously shows that Eddie Howe doesn't really rate Gillespie at all. And if this is what we're going to do, if it's ankle ligaments for Darlow, that could be a real long spell out. And it's quite worrying if anything happens to Pope now, having somebody as error prone as Karius on the bench. Yes, he's got experience. Yes, he's played Champions League. Yes, he's played Premier League. But he's not a very good goalkeeper. And everybody says, oh, well, you don't really need to worry about your second string goalkeeper because, your first team goalkeeper is never going to get hurt. But, we've seen Pope go down once or twice already, and we'll breathe a massive, deep sigh thinking, oh, shit, is he injured, So this is now starting to look a bit of a mess, really, in terms of goalkeepers. We went from having Darlow, Dubravka, and Woodman, and then, talking about whether Woodman was ready for number one or not. We've obviously let Woodman go. I think he went to, is it Port Vale that he went to? Or Preston, one of the two. I'll have a look at that in a second. Then obviously we kept a hold of Darlow, but there was rumours that Darlow was going to be going. We kept a hold of Darlow, and then he was going to be the third goalkeeper. And then obviously the Bravka's thrown his toys out of the pram, and that has obviously made him move to Manchester United to be number two. He probably will play a fair bit of games because they're in Europe, and they're in the cups and everything else. Yeah, it's Preston North End that Freddie Woodman went to. But yeah, this is just a mess, really. And now we're going to end up with a brilliant first team goalkeeper, Nick Pope. It's got to be said. Probably nominated for Player of the Month this month because he's been superb. Probably be England's number one in the upcoming friendlies because I think Pickford's got a knock. But you're relying yet again on a player staying fit and being fit. I know, touch wood, goalkeepers don't get injured a great deal, unlike strikers and midfielders like Sir Wilson and people like that. But that's a huge gamble to rely on Nick Pope being fit for the entire season, or at least till January. And then you've got Karius to come in if he gets hurt. That is a massive gamble. Let us know what you guys think in the comments below. I know it's obviously a bit of business that's been done. It's an experience international. It's a guy on a free transfer. I get it, out of the window. I get it. I get all of that. But I'm not massively confident about Loris Karius in the Newcastle squad. And I just hope that we never have to use him. If he plays a cup game or two or whatever, and he gets one or two shots a game that he just he can save quite easily, then that's great. No problem with that at all. But if he actually has to see some serious action where he's going to be put to the test, then that really worries me. And obviously it's stretching Nick Pope as well. You can't really play Nick Pope in cups and league games and expect him not to get hurt. So yeah, this is a bit of a worrying thing. But let's just see what happens. I think Downey did say that I think there was a hope that the Darlow's injury wasn't serious. So he's just saying Karl Darlow's injury not serious, but Newcastle needed a third goalkeeper to see them through the next couple of months before the World Cup. They also need to register a 25-man squad today, hence the speed of the move. Karius is undergoing his medical. Somebody did ask him there, though, that I think, have we already registered the squad? So there might need to be players taken out of it as well. So we'll be watching that as it comes along. But let us know what you guys think in the comments below about this move for Karius, if you're against or not. Yeah, I just hope to God he doesn't play because I think he's absolutely shit. I don't think he could catch a cold. I've seen him spill more than a shaky waiter in a restaurant. I really have. So this is, yeah, I'm not feeling very confident about this, guys. But let us know what you think in the comments below. We also have to hear from you. As I mentioned at the start, if you haven't already, please click like and subscribe. Come and join Evermore for the content we've got, the 2 weekly podcasts, Mondays and Wednesdays, and pop up videos just like this. This is Chris signing off. Let's keep supporting that team with Co United. Let's hope to Christ that Nick Pope stays fit all season. See you later, guys.